Hello, Builder John here, once again at the spot where I know Farmer John wants to build his little house. I'm here though. I'm building roads today, not going to be building his house yet. There's a list of things that need to get done first. But as you can see from the video before, I have started prepping the paths and they're all ready to be laid out with stones. I'm here right now looking at Farmer John's path. It's all dirt. I think I'm going to keep it like this because it suits the whole vibe of his field. So I will need to do a transitional phase into where these blocks are with this bridge. So this bridge will need to be slightly different than how I have it planned. But yeah, that's the beginning. Let's go on and start laying down the paths. So the paths are almost all complete. There's a few little holes and some transitional phases that I need to get because I need a few more blocks from Miner John. I need more of this stone, diorite. I think it comes in this form, and then I form it into this polished andesite. The other thing I wouldn't mind doing is actually getting a horse. I have put a list of items that I need to get at my booth, and I'll show you that in a moment. I also received tools from the wizard, and that's why I'm still here. I got a efficiency shovel, and I got a silk touch pickaxe, which is really nice because eventually I'll be building with glass, and then I can break it right away straight with that. I've also been using these barrels as storage for myself for little bits of stuff that I need to do. So yeah, this was like this in here, and I took them out very simply like that. And I've added a lectern here and a lectern for Miner John. Miner John hasn't come here yet. He's too busy digging inside. I might need to leave a note. I noticed that there's signs there from when they were communicating with the adventurer. But this is what I have. So my request from the builder. So that's me. I want feather falling 4, and I also want a horse, which I think the adventurer is said he'll find for me. The other thing is request to the builder. So wizard tower, which gonna go on top of that hill. Watchtowers, that's for the adventure. I actually reached out to him and says I'll make you some watchtowers, and then you can go in the different directions that you come from. You can store your items that you find in each little chest, in each tower of which direction it is. So if you go to a desert, you can get sand and you can easily transport it to the outskirts of the city if you need to go and make more trips. Also, blacksmith, which I'm going to be making next to the mine because not I'm going to build it on this side of the river of the mine, but near enough so that it's easy to process the ingredients nearby where they're mined. The one downside of that is the wizard needs to travel further because often the wizard and the blacksmith work with tools at the same time. But seeing as the wizard is more of a social character, he probably doesn't mind traveling through. The miner is a bit more of a character that wants to keep to himself and doesn't want to socialize. So even this might be a bit far for him, but we'll see how it goes. The one thing that I do need to add to this on page 2 is the farmer's house. There we go. Done. Farmer's house is added. List of things that I need to do. And as more people move in, who knows who will move in, they will add lists of items to the book and we'll see what needs to be built. Yeah, that's a quick recap, and the path is going well. It's making progress, so I'm going to see how Miner John's doing and see if I can get some of these filler blocks in. And I was hoping to start on the wizard tower today, but because it's a tall tower, I do want to protect myself with feather falling boots, so I might end up doing the blacksmith first. The farmer house I could build, but I think also with that I'm going to be making a silo so he can store the excess wheat. The farmer's silo will be quite tall, so then I also need feather falling for that. So I'll see how everything goes, and hopefully we get everything done in due time. Just finishing off here with the last few little blocks of the path going up, and now it's all done. Smooth transitions. My John got me the blocks, and what do we have here? A setting sun. No, I mean the horse. Hey, what a beautiful creature. You are wearing armor. Let's see what you're like without anything. Oh, nice and jet black. I might call you Jet. Jet with a double T or a triple T? Yeah. But let's take her for a spin. Let's see how you are. Oh, so much faster than walking and then sprinting. And you can now admire the path. Look at the smooth transitions up. It's all completed. Easy travels to Minor John. Nice and quick and easy. Some torches on the pathway. Oh, such a beautiful thing. Oh, not much of a jumper though. Let's see. I'll use the tent here of Minor John. Can you jump 3 blocks? No. Can you do 2 blocks? Just barely. Okay, well, I guess I don't really need a horse for jumping. It's just for fast travel because I'm traveling all the way around. How many times I had to stop by Minor John because he just dumps his bulk items in the chest? Let's see. Hitch you up. You don't have any hitching posts here. Yeah, so he just dumps the andesite, like the diorite, just straight in this chest here, and I think andesite in here, granite in here. Yeah, he just dirt puts in here, and the deep slate and all the stone in that bundle of crates there. Here's where he keeps the calcite, amethyst, and smooth basalt. Yeah, all the traveling just, yeah, it gets tiring. Eat a lot of food that way. But now I got my own little steed that can take me around town and go where I need to go. Let's bring this guy back to the entrance and let's talk about, no wait, the blacksmith was going to be here. So now whenever I make a build, I got to make sure there's a hitching post to it. So the blacksmith, I was thinking initially right here, but because it might be a bit of a bigger building and this hole is here, I might take it a little bit off the path and sink it in this dip section. Although I was then thinking the water's running through here and that's valuable real estate. So I decided then to bring it down over here. Right, was it? Yeah, right here along the pathway as well. But then I was thinking, pathway is the main travel and blacksmiths are a bit dirty and you don't really need to see them much. So I've decided that I will need to do another branch of the path that way now and make a path that goes down here and around here. And there's a few creeper explosions here. And put it in this general area, tucked away, still near the water. So I will go and construct it near this area. I don't want it right near these explosions because I think I saw the wizard in this area, so he might be working here. Yeah, there's a ladder down to something. So the wizard might be wanting a tower of some sort here. Maybe there's some spiritual connection. I don't know how it all works to the sky. So that's what I was initially thinking. Now I'm a bit confused with where I actually need to put it. It's hard to find the perfect place to put a building. So sometimes you just got to build it and see what happens. The other option I could do is put it near the wizard. And I don't know the blacksmith's character. I actually haven't never met him. But I presume he's not too social. So maybe since the miner is dumping all his resources here, we could tuck him in to this area and make I imagine a nice big building here where this V section is, sort of like a display area. Since the city center is there, then put a triangular building here that can go high and can be a more of a communal shared area. But behind that, tucked in here, put the blacksmith and put a few more of the industrial buildings back here in this area. Ones that just you don't really use that often, but they are necessary for a city. And that's where I think I'll put the blacksmith. It's near the wizards, so they have the communication. I think they end up communicating more than the blacksmith and the miner. The other option I have here is to actually put a big smeltery here as well. And then the blacksmith doesn't always need to be working. He can also use the smeltery and it will all work and connect in one go. The smeltery, though, I don't know how it's going to be built. I will need an engineer to actually engineer the functioning of it, and then I can build around it. But I think that's the plan for the rest of the day. So we'll see how it goes. So this is the blacksmith building. There's a few things that still need to get done and a few things to note. One is that side is quite bleak as well as the back side. But remember, this will be a alleyway, so a narrow street. So I don't expect people to be looking too much at this wall. When I do put the street in, I might spruce up this wall, put some details in it, as if maybe some smoke columns and some rubbish on the side, which will block this up. The other really important thing is the roof. It's very orange right now. That's because these blocks need to oxidize still, and once these blocks oxidize, it does sort of change the color to a duller color. You can see this one right here. And then I need to see if Farmer John has got his bees done, so I can get some wax, so I can wax them so they won't oxidize anymore. The other thing I need to do is get some logs in here and some piles of coal. This is just some random bits of decorations. A lot of this will be covered up a little bit and not as noticeable once everything is done. The other thing to notice is that this is not decorated. So I have put the ceiling in, and there's a small attic space behind here and up here, and you can see a bit of it part there. But this will be a small closet or toilet or little bedroom. eventually. So this will be the back area up here, and then probably a counter in here in case if people want to come and order and buy little items. Yeah. So the one thing that we need to do, I won't ride the horse. We need to check off that it's done and let the blacksmith know that he can move in. Also, I need to request those materials that are needed. So I've gotten the notes finished. So I needed coal blocks and I've crossed off blacksmith. I crossed it off because then I know that, well, then everyone else knows that I have finished it off. And there it is. Just need some oxidizing and then put the path through, but I'll leave it for now until I get more buildings around. The blacksmith can come now and work in this area. And let's hope by tomorrow that the wizard has gotten my boots ready so that we can continue on with the other towers and other projects. I was about to say goodbye, but I'm about to be shot by a skeleton. Anyways, good night. Have a good night's sleep. See you tomorrow.